Welcome to Discovering the Unknown, where we descend beneath the familiar and surface with truths the world above rarely sees. Tonight we go down not to hide, but to understand. The caves, the tunnels, the hidden cities humanity and nature have carved, lived in, and left behind. This is a journey through geology, history, and engineering. A trip across time and architecture in the silent dark under our feet. Underground realms, natural caves, living rock, and ancient habitations. There is a reason humans have always looked downward when the world above grew dangerous. Beneath the surface is stability, stable temperatures, shelter from storms, protection from invaders, and, paradoxically, a place where time stretches and memory accumulates. The underground keeps things: bones, art, seeds of civilizations, and the slow signatures of climate. It is the planet's storage room, its memory palace. We go down for shelter, for ritual, for secrecy, and sometimes because the ground itself becomes more hospitable than the weather beyond it. In every rock cavity, there is a reason someone or something chose to be there. How the earth makes caves: karst, lava, and ice. Caves are not random accidents. They are the result of persistent, patient processes. Karst systems are the most widespread. Rainwater laden with carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and soil becomes weakly acidic. Over millennia, this water dissolves limestone and dolomite, following fractures and bedding planes, enlarging them into conduits. Tiny chemical reactions, repeated billions of times, carve rooms large enough to hold forests. The same reaction that etches an altar also sculpts a cavern the size of a cathedral. Where fire dominates, lava tubes are born. During volcanic eruptions, the outer shell of a lava flow cools and solidifies while molten rock continues to move within. When the eruption wanes, the molten interior drains, leaving a hollow tube that can extend for kilometers, streamlined, smooth, and eerily regular. Glacial and sea caves are formed by erosion. Glaciers melt and carve cavities. Persistent wave action chisels weaknesses in coastal cliffs. These caves are alive, changing with tides and seasons. Each cave type writes a different story on the rock: chemical patience, volcanic immediacy, or mechanical abrasion. Each offers distinct habitats, architectures, and opportunities for life and for human use. Natural megastructures, caves that feel like worlds. Some caves are not simply big. They contain entire ecosystems, microclimates, and independent hydrology. Hang Son Doong in Vietnam is less a cave than an interior valley under rock. It hosts rainfall, a subtropical forest, and localized weather. Walking its floor is like crossing from one biome into another without leaving a cavern. Mammoth Cave in Kentucky is a slow-motion story of geologic time. Its labyrinthine passages conserve paleontological records and human footprints. To follow its corridors is to read millennia of hydrology and climate. Krubera Veronia, plunging more than 2 kilometers into the earth beneath the Caucasus, reminds us there is verticality underground, as daring as any mountain. The deeper we go, the more extreme the conditions. Pressure, cold, and isolation concentrate unique life forms and experimental ecosystems. These caverns are planetary architecture, rooms and halls formed by the planet itself. Life in the dark, ecosystems adapted to stability. Light is life's currency on the surface, but below it, life is thriftier. Cave organisms, troglobites, trade site for other senses. Eyes shrink, pigment vanishes, appendages elongate to feel food and current. Sensory hairs and enhanced chemosensation replace color and vision. Many cave species are endemic, found nowhere else on Earth, because the caves isolate populations for millennia, allowing evolution to experiment in sealed chambers. Microbial life is a story of metabolic ingenuity. In the deepest reaches, chemoautotrophic bacteria harvest energy from rock and minerals, creating food webs independent of sunlight. Even the slow trickle of organic matter from the surface, a leaf, a carcass, becomes a capital investment, feeding populations that reproduce on geological time. Caves are ecological islands. Their species are often fragile, highly specialized, and vulnerable to tiny changes. A single polluted watercourse or a new human light source can tip the balance. Humans who lived below. From campfire to subterranean cities, our species used caves from the beginning. Early humans sought shelter from storms and predators. They painted bones and walls. They buried their dead and held rites in spaces where acoustics amplified prayer and ritual. Caves preserved paintings that testify to symbolic thought long before complex cities above ground. But then humanity took a bolder step. We began to engineer underground spaces. We did not simply inhabit the cavities, we let imagination and need turn them into cities. Derinkuyu in central Anatolia is a masterpiece of subterranean urbanism. Carved into soft, volcanic tuff, Derinkuyu descends dozens of levels, a vertical city with ventilation shafts, wells, livestock pens, chapels, and massive stone doors that could close a neighborhood against invaders. Its passages suggest a population that rehearsed life underground, not as a last resort, but as a strategic, communal plan. The Cappadocian underground cities show architectural sophistication, multiple layers of habitation, food stores, communal spaces, and defensive design. In times of conflict, an entire community could be sealed below for months. During the 20th century, subterranean engineering took on new urgency. The Cu Chi tunnels in Vietnam became a complex of living spaces, hospitals, hidden chambers, and supply routes. They are an example not of elegant planning, but of adaptive improvisation, a guerrilla architecture tuned to stealth, survival, and resilience. Across the globe, from carved rock-cut cities in Cappadocia to the subterranean settlements of the Levant and Central Asia, humans used underground spaces as tools of survival, concealment, and identity. The underground offers solutions, space, resilience, and shelter, but it is finite and fragile. Engineering can be triumphant, but the greatest triumph will be to build subsurface space without erasing the stories the ground already holds. Beneath our streets lies an entire continent of possibility. Use it well.